In every professional sport, there comes a moment that defines an era. Sometimes it's a championship win. Other times, it's a seismic parting of ways that leaves fans in disbelief. Tonight, we're standing on the edge of such a moment in Toronto. Mitch Marner, once the crown prince of the Maple Leafs, now finds himself at the center of a storm swirling with doubt, frustration, and whispers of a high-profile split. As playoff hopes hang by a thread and inside reports shake Leafs Nation, is this truly the end of the line for Marner in Toronto? Fasten your seatbelts, because tonight's episode dives deep into the tension, the statistics, and the emotional crossroads facing the Maple Leafs star winger. Marner's contract, a ticking clock and silent negotiations as the 2024-25 NHL season winds down. All eyes are on Mitch Marner's contract. Marner, who has been a cornerstone in Toronto since his debut, is now preparing to hit free agency for the first time in his career. With his 6-year, $65.41 million deal expiring, everyone expected negotiations. Instead, they've been met with silence. NHL insider Jesse Blake, sharing insights recently on SDPN, dropped a bombshell. "I don't think either of them wants to stick around. Brad Treliving doesn't want Mitch Marner back, and Mitch Marner doesn't want to be in Toronto. I don't think it's a conversation." Blake reported that Marner stonewalled the Leafs front office not once, but 3 different times when approached about extending his contract during the season. He also exercised his veto power, refusing to even consider being traded at the deadline. For a fan base used to the front office fighting to keep their talent, this standoff is unprecedented. Playoff performance, the rise and fall of a scapegoat. Let's talk about why Marner's situation has become such a flashpoint. Heading into these playoffs, Marner was supposed to be Toronto's game-breaker. His regular season, 27 goals and 75 assists for 102 points in 81 games, placed him securely among the NHL elite. But come playoff time, the script flipped. The Leafs have now lost 3 consecutive games, falling behind 3-2 in the series against the Florida Panthers, and Marner has shouldered much of the blame. Game 5 saw him echo the struggles of the entire roster. Some sloppy play, not hard enough working, giving away too many opportunities around our net. There's a good list of it. I don't think anyone's happy about it. Time to reset? Time to refocus. Fans looking for a hero have been left with questions. Yes, Marner's managed 2 goals and 10 assists during the postseason, but the spotlight burns hottest in Toronto, and his performance has been measured not just by stats, but by the emotional stakes of nearly 2 decades without a deep run. The GM's contradiction, public loyalty, or political spin. Now, this story gets even murkier. While insiders claim the divorce is a done deal, Toronto general manager Brad Treliving tells a different story to the press. When rumors circulated about a potential trade, reportedly a blockbuster swap for Colorado's Mikko Rantanen that fell apart due to Marner's refusal, Treliving went on record. "We're aligned with Mitch. We're worried about this season. We're worried about the games we have coming up. We want Mitch here for a long time. It's just not a question we're going to get into every day." Some see this as classic GM speak. Never show your hand, especially before a high-pressure off-season. Others wonder if it's a genuine plea for Marner to recommit. Either way, the message is muddled, and fans are unsure where the truth really lies. Psychological highs and lows. Inside Marner's mindset, while rumors swirl and headlines explode. How is Marner himself responding? Amidst all this uncertainty, the winger has remained largely focused, at least publicly, on the task ahead. Asked about the possibility that Game 6 could be his last as a Leaf, Marner replied, "No thoughts of that at all. It's obviously not the spot we want to be in, but you can't do anything about it. We know this is going to be a roller coaster of a ride. We know it's not going to be easy." It's a far cry from the emotion and tension swirling off the ice, and perhaps a sign of maturity, or simply a coping strategy. His ability to block out off-ice drama will ultimately dictate not just his legacy, but his long-term value to whatever team lands him next, should he leave Toronto. What's at stake? Game 6 and the Leafs' future Game 6 isn't just another playoff contest. For Marner and the Maple Leafs, it could represent the last stand for a core group constructed with so much hope and hype. A loss means Marner may have played his final game in Toronto, shifting the franchise into a new era, and potentially setting off a domino effect of trades, signings, and more. Toronto fans are all too familiar with bitter endings. But for Marner, the stakes are personal. His legacy, future earnings, and the next chapter of his career all hang on 1 or 2 games in May. The hockey world is watching. Will he rise to the occasion and alter the narrative? Or will this be the bitter end of one of the city's great yet unfulfilled hockey stories? Looking forward, a summer of change on the horizon. Whether by trade or free agency, all signs point to a total reset between Marner and the Maple Leafs. Perhaps this divorce is best for both sides. Marner will command a massive contract wherever he lands, a testament to his undeniable skill, even if his playoff performances have drawn fire. As for Toronto, failure to break through yet again may finally force the front office to rethink everything, from core players to coaching, to their entire team-building philosophy. This isn't just about one man. It's about the city's dream of returning to glory, and the harsh reality that sometimes beloved stars have to go for a team to grow. Toronto's response, and Marner's next move, will ripple through the NHL for years. Another turning point in Leafs history, so here we are, perched on the edge of another turning point in Leafs history. The saga of Mitch Marner and the Maple Leafs is about more than a single contract or a playoff run. It's about ambition, identity, and what it takes to win in modern sports. There will be rumors, there will be heartbreak, but there will also be hope. Because for every end, there's a new beginning. Now, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Should the Leafs try harder to keep Marner? Or is it time for a fresh start for everyone involved? Have Toronto's playoff failures come down to individual stars, or is it something bigger? Drop your take in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to smash the like button to help this community grow. Thanks for joining us on this emotional ride, because in hockey, the story never truly ends.